the East Palestine Fire Department field is now safe to be in the evacuation area. With the full support and backing of Governor DeWine, I'm happy to announce that the evacuation order is now lifted.
East Palestine's fire chief right there, and you heard the announcement made just moments ago. Residents will be allowed to return to their homes in the town of East Palestine. It is the news. Residents there have been praying for us since Sunday night.
Our Neil Fisher is in East Palestine right now for us. He begins our team coverage tonight. Hello, Neil.
Hey, good evening, Russ and Laura. The big news coming from Governor DeWine and the local fire chief here in East Palestine. Residents can return to their homes starting right now if you evacuated in that 1 mile radius. Because of the train derailment and those toxic chemicals, you can return home tonight. The governor saying that Norfolk Southern is responsible for this. They will pay for this, and the burden is on them to build back trust with the residents here in East Palestine. It's something that the mayor brought up as well. He said it's hard to intertwine the two moving forward, with Norfolk Southern bringing in toxic chemicals through East Palestine and building that relationship of trust back within them. Now, the governor also saying that the air readings are similar to what they were before the train derailment and before the release of those toxic chemicals on Monday. But 5 days after the train derailment Friday night, we do know that residents here in East Palestine can return to their homes. We know a lot evacuated just because of how dangerous it could have been if that tanker was going to explode, sending shrapnel and toxic fumes throughout this small community in Columbiana County. But we do know tonight the great news from Governor DeWine is that residents can return home. We know that our Emma Henderson as well spoke with residents, and she joins us here tonight as well here in the East Palestine Elementary gym. What did you learn tonight, Emma?
Well, Neil, today we really learned a lot about the kindness of strangers, the kindness of people who were their neighbors. Just a few miles away, they were actually taking people in and making sure they were taken care of. Let's take a listen. Each year, Abundant Life Fellowship Church sets a new mission for the congregation. This year is Invite the Stranger, based off a verse in the book of Matthew.
When this all unfolded, I mean, our building has literally been inundated with strangers since Monday.
Pastor Jeff Shoke and his parishioners have been collecting donations and opening up their gym for those displaced or impacted by the derailment a few miles away in East Palestine.
I have two businesses in the city of East Palestine. I have the Marathon gas station, and I also have the East Palestine liquor store.
Anna Doss has come to the church for answers. Norfolk Southern has set up a center inside the church where people can bring in receipts from evacuation expenses and lost wages and then hopefully get some money back. Doss is worried about lost income, but also lost wages for her employees, some of whom live in town.
If they said today we were open, my girls would be so happy to go back to work and be able to earn an income. That's all we want to do. We just want to earn an income. And they want to go. Some of them are not in their homes because of the evacuation.
That's where Shoke and his congregation Inviting the Stranger comes in. They may not be able to fix everyone's problems, but they can give people a place to gather.
We haven't asked for any of these supplies that you see all around you. It's all just people have heard we were open and said, what can we do? And they've dropped off everything from food to hygiene items to clothing to water to dog food to cat food.
Now, obviously, the people in that gym received some good news just about a half an hour ago. The question we don't know the answer to is how long Norfolk Southern will be here to reimburse people. But we can say there were some very good neighbors helping neighbors since late Monday. Russ, Laura.
And again, Emma, the headline right now, residents are allowed to go back home. We did tell folks earlier about a lawsuit that's already been filed against the train company. We'll have more on that information later on tonight. Okay, Emma Henderson, along with Neil Fisher in East Palestine. Great job today. Thank you so much.